Good Friday morning, everyone. That's right, I'm back. The mop. It takes effort for outcome. And sometimes that outcome is not what you want or expected. Prime example. If you listen to any of the chats lately about Upper Red Lake, how it's Dead Sea, how it's not, we're, producing fish, whatever it may be. We left on Sunday at 5 in the morning. We were staying till Thursday with RLK out guide service on Upper Red. Fantastic company. If you want to experience fishing, now, as you'll know, I'm not saying catching fish. If you want an outstanding experience on the ice fishing with the most outcome potential for success, look at Thad and the crew at RLK Outfit Guide Service on Upper Red. They go through JR's Landing, but you can see them on the Facebook page. They are under RLK's Guide Service servicing Upper Red Lake. Check them out. Thad and the boys, Thad, Noah, Dustin, Dylan, the whole crew. We were out there Sunday to Thursday, except for when we went into town, well, JR's. That's kind of considered town out there, for the fish fry on Wednesday to cook what we had. So, if you go up to Upper Red and your only thought is to drink beer and get drunk, whatever it may be, and that fish should pile into your boat or your shack or however you want to look at it. Let's say shack, because that's what we were in. If you're looking to fill your bucket with walleyes, good luck. If you're waiting for the rattle reel to go off, good luck. We had a RLK Classic. That's our name for it. And Thad was happy to see it because we named it after his company. But, so we had the 2026 RLK Classic. There were 6 of us. We landed 50 walleyes. I think 49 and one perch made 50. So, of course, we threw some back. The biggest fish we caught was 17. But we caught a bunch in that 15, 16 range. And a few smaller ones, of course, but they all fillet good and they make a hell of a fish fry. JR's does a phenomenal job where you don't have to stink up the shack. You don't have to do anything with it. You just go to town, pay your money. It's no different than going to a fish fry anywhere else, except it's fresh walleye. And that's the big difference. Plus, they give you enough French fries to feed a whole family again. But the 6 of us, it was father, son, grandson, and 3 really good friends. And some of us have become family. And that's how we feel about RLK. RLK sees you in the morning, checks and sees you're catching fish, checks you in the evening to make sure things are still okay. We'll offer to move you if you wanted. They offered to possibly move us that last day when it slowed down. We weren't going to pack everything up and move for a chance at 8 to 10 hours or 12, it just wasn't worth it. We had already beat last year's totals. So we were content. We were ecstatic with how things went. And there's no better company that will take care of you than RLK's. So to Thad and the guys, thank you. Again, we landed a lot of fish. Some of us not so much. I only landed 3. I lost 2 really good ones at the bottom of the hole when they came off. They were really finicky. You had to have the right bait. A lot of dead stick, a lot of, the rattle reels performed some. We had one guy that jigged all the time, and he was successful. But small hooks, small baits. The one thing I think after reading everything that I saw later on was, I think we were a touch too far off the bottom. I think we needed to be in that 4 to 8 range, off the bottom. White hooks, red hooks, single hooks, some with a bead on top. But overall, you bring a lot of jigs with you, buckshots to, well, just throw things. You have to be able to change. You have to be able to adapt. And you want to be doing that. Like I said, if your main goal is to drink beer all day and hope, or whatever, most likely you are not going to produce the fish just because. It takes effort for outcome. Now, last year we had the same amount of effort between the 4 of us that went into our shack, and we worked just as hard at it. And we came away with less fish, but bigger fish. So, again, go through a guide, pay the road fees, okay? Don't just drive off. There was cracks everywhere, heaves everywhere. I mean, the heave coming out of JR's it was a mountain climb almost coming out after our fish fry. Actually, the bottom of my truck rubbed on the way off the ice. So, yeah, great trip. We are already booked into our phones for next year. We're going to do a 6-man and a 4-man, and we're just going to have a hell of a good time. And I'll be contacting Thad with that further. So, thank you for tuning into the Mop. As always, take time to bless somebody, and we will be back on Monday morning.